You know when all you want is to lose weight and you're trying to find the fastest way to do it. But if you really get real with yourself, you really get totally honest, you look at your results, nothing's really changing. You know what I mean, Jean? Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show. Today is episode number 349. Our topic, the fastest way to lose weight. Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show. This is JoLynn Braley. Yes, you're hearing my voice. Do-do-do-do. Today is episode number 349 of the show, and today I'm going to share with you the very, very ultimate, fastest way to lose weight. But first, if you've never tuned in before, you have no idea who I am because let's face it, there's all kinds of people out there telling you that they know how to lose weight. They can help you lose weight. A lot of them are nutritionists, dietitians, personal trainers. They're going to give you a food diet to follow. And hey, you do absolutely have to change your eating habits in order to get to your goal weight and stay there. That's a given. That's a fact. However, what does it mean when you already, right now at this very moment, you already know exactly what you need to do to lose weight, but you aren't doing it? You want to know what this means? It means that you do not have the right mindset for weight loss. And it means that you are missing 92.8% of what you need to finally succeed with your weight loss goals. 92.8% of why you're having such a hard time losing weight and keeping it off is because you don't have the right mindset for it. This is something that no food diet will ever tell you, because actually a food diet is not obligated to tell you this, because that's not what a food diet is focused on. A food diet is focused on the food, F-O-O-D. That's what a food diet is all about. But when you don't change your mindset, when you don't change your level of self-worth, when you don't change your level of self-esteem, when you don't know how to love yourself, I know it sounds so flippant. Everyone says, oh, just love yourself. Just be nice to yourself. Yeah, but how do you do it? People say, get happy. Be happy with yourself. Be grateful. But you're not. And you don't have the system to make these changes. You don't have the process. You don't have the blueprint. You don't have the accountability. You don't have the coaching so that you have that two-way communication and feedback, so that your coach can share with you what you cannot see for yourself. It only takes me a couple minutes on the phone with one of my coaching clients, and I know exactly why they're struggling. Maybe I have a talent for my work that I do, but also I can listen. I know how to find the boing. I know what I'm listening for, but also I do use my intuitive coaching skills. Also, it's all a big piece of the whole solution to helping my awesome coaching clients get to the place of struggle-free weight loss in 8 weeks or less. I've been doing this work since 2009. It works every time, as long as the individual just listens to my instructions, follows the steps, keeps it simple. Works. Pretty amazing. And it's not a food diet. I coach my awesome coaching clients through the inner self diet. And I got to tell you, there's no way to get into the inner self diet by just saying you want in. You got to get on the phone with me to find out if it would be a mutual good fit for me to coach you to struggle-free weight loss in 8 weeks or less. If you stick around to the end, I'll tell you how you can take your first step towards struggle-free weight loss in 8 weeks or less. But do not stick around to the end of today's podcast if you're just looking for some more tricks, some more schemes, some more shenanigans that will never actually work and they don't address the real problems. All right. But you can listen to the content, listen to what I'm going to share about the fastest way to lose weight. And then you could just hop off. And then I'll share the first step only with those who are really serious about making a real change in your mindset, in your thought process, in your thought patterns, in the undercurrent of unconscious, hidden struggle that you can't see because it's just like a fish swimming in the ocean. They can't see the water that they're in. They don't even know it's there because it's all around them. That's the same thing that's going on with you and your struggles to get your eating under control and get the weight off and get to your goal weight and stay there. 92.8% of it, it's all about what is in your mind. That's my specialty as a permanent weight loss mindset coach. I do the deep dive with my awesome coaching clients to help them break the chains of the bondage of the struggle that always pulls them back. They always end up sabotaging themselves, even when they can get going eating healthy. They can maybe do it for a week, 2 weeks, maybe 2 months. But eventually there's always that something that they can't say what it really is because they don't really know. Something happens. And now they're off track again. The foundation of your mindset when it comes to weight loss has to shift if you want to break the chains and get into the struggle-free zone. The struggle-free zone means that you don't sabotage your weight loss anymore. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that you don't make an effort. It doesn't mean that you can somehow magically lose weight without doing anything at all. That's not going to happen ever. Okay, it doesn't matter how many diet pills tell you that all you have to do is take their pill. Guess what? Tell me your long-term results from that. And tell me the state of your health the longer you stay on any kind of diet pill. I don't mean diet supplements. I don't mean nutritional supplements such as, vitamins. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those crazy ass diet pills that can actually ruin your internal organs because they're not normal. That's the kind of thing, though, that the overeaters, the binge eaters, the emotional eaters, the strugglers will resort to when they can't get it together. But the only reason that you can't get it together is because you haven't done the right mindset work. In fact, probably more than likely, you've never done any mindset work when it comes to weight loss. You've definitely never done the inner self diet. Because if you'd done the inner self diet and you were applying those tools right now, you wouldn't be listening to me. You'd be out there living your life. You'd be going for your next goal in your life while looking great, feeling great, loving your body, loving what you see in the mirror when you get out of the shower each morning, when you're naked. You'd be having fun. It doesn't mean that life would be perfect, but you would not resort to emotional eating when things weren't going exactly how you wanted them to go. That's what you'd be doing right now if you already had my proven blueprint, the inner self diet. But hey, you want to just learn a little bit more? Go over to www.easyfunweightloss.com. Download my 10-step cheat sheet for successful weight loss. It's super simple, super duper simple. I think that it only has a total of 4 or 5 pages. So, no way to get overwhelmed with something like that. You can get that now at www.easyfunweightloss.com. Okay, so today's topic, the fastest way to lose weight. I got to tell you something. You're probably not going to like what I'm going to share because it's not a trick. It's not a scheme. It's not a lie. It's not a mythical, magical solution for weight loss. And before I share it with you, I want to share something that one of my coaching clients said on one of our coaching calls. It's really interesting because a lot of my coaching clients, many of them have been nurses and a lot of nurse practitioners, which I find very interesting because I don't try to attract nurses. But hey, that is totally, totally cool. I do say, and this might be why I attract nurses and why I've coached so many, is because I do talk about the fact that my coaching clients are smart and successful professionally, but they've never fully succeeded with the one area of their life that they desperately want to, and that's this area of the eating and the weight. And maybe that's why. Maybe that is why I attract awesome nurses. But anyway, one of my coaching clients, she said that one day she was at work, and the doctor who she worked with, he made an interesting comment. He said, "Oh, if you want to lose weight fast, you got to get cancer." Pretty serious, huh? I mean, you don't want that, right? You who's listening to me right now, I'm sure that you don't want cancer. I mean, come on. Why would anybody want that? Really, seriously. I mean, that's just, I think that is one of the top fears of mass consciousness. Nobody wants cancer. But hey, you're going to lose weight fast. That's actually what the doctor said. One of the doctors that she worked with. Now, there's another way to lose weight fast. Have you ever seen the Quentin Tarantino film? It's called, what's it called? I don't want to stop talking here to go look it up on Google, but I think it's called Death Trap. And Kurt Russell has one of the main roles in that film. And there's a scene in it that's really gory. Okay, Quentin Tarantino is a genius for what he does. But a lot of his films are violent or gory. So you might not have seen this. I have seen this, Death Trap. Okay, so there's a scene in it where there are these, there's either 4 or 5 girlfriends. They're in a car. They're driving at night. Kurt Russell is either an active or a former stuntman. And he has this car that he has outfitted to be, Death Proof. I think that's the name, Death Proof. He has this car that is death proof for him, but not for anyone else. So if he takes a passenger in the car, he's okay, but he can drive all over the place and run into things and bump around, and the person in the passenger seat ends up dying. But what he did is he was stalking these girls because they'd all been in this little tiny bar together, and he knew where they were going. Evidently, maybe one of them had told him. It's been a while since I've seen this. But anyway, okay, you might not like what I'm going to say. If you are sensitive, if you're looking for reasons to cry or complain or get mad, then just leave now. This isn't even a Get Real podcast today. This is not even a Get Real episode of the JoLynn Braley Show. But I'm just saying, hey, if you didn't like the cancer thing, it's true. That's the fastest way to lose weight. I know it's ridiculous to say that, but let's get real. You want fast weight loss? It's going to come at a price. All right, so exit now if you don't like real talk. And if you if you just, hey, if you're happy with the results that you're getting, you don't need to listen to the JoLynn Braley show, because my whole thing is about being here on this planet to help my tribe break the chains of their food and weight struggles that are driving them crazy. They're driving them mad. They are abusing themselves so much with their negative self-talk, their self-hate, their self-loathing, and then they beat themselves up even further with their out-of-control eating, stuffing their bodies with crappy, poisonous, fake food, and the cycle just keeps going. It goes on forever and ever and ever and ever unless you take action to step in and change your head, change your heart, change your inner self, heal your inner self, and go about weight loss from the inside out. You need a deep healing, not a deep cleanse, although you do need a deep cleanse of your head and your heart, your emotional state. So you do need a deep cleanse in that way. That's where I'm coming from. Okay? So anyway, are you still listening? You're still here with me. You who can hear my voice right now. So obviously you are of the mindset that, hey, let's get real, right? Even though this isn't a get real episode today. Okay? All right, so going on with the story, Kurt Russell's character turns off his headlights and he starts coming full force towards the car that has all the girls in it. He turns on his headlights like 2 seconds before they hit head-on collision. He's fine because he has this death-proof car, but the girls in the car, I know that at least one of them survives, but one of them had her leg sticking out the passenger window. Just, they were all, I think they were singing, there was music on, and she was just having fun, just going down the road. Well, her leg went flying. Her leg completely came off the body. There were a couple others that flew out of the car. Okay. There was death and mayhem and dismemberment. My point in sharing this with you is that that's another fast way to lose weight. You could probably lose maybe 20 pounds by losing a leg. But do you really want that? I mean, you got to get to the point where you need to make a real decision here. At what cost? At what price? What price are you willing to pay just to see that goal weight number on the scale? What price are you willing to pay to see that number as fast as possible? I got to have it now. I mean, it's really madness. It really is. Complete and utter madness. Now, don't misunderstand me. I am not in any way suggesting that you just stay unhealthy, that you set yourself up for a heart attack, stay overweight, stay obese, keep eating crappy food, and just give up. That is not at all what I'm saying. I am all for you getting to your healthy weight, living in a healthy, fit, toned, strong, feel-good body. But you want fast weight loss? Or do you want healthy weight loss? I've already given you 2 ways to lose weight fast. I know they sound very sarcastic, but it would be fast weight loss. And if all you care about is seeing that number on the scale, there you go. There's 2 ways to do it. So now let's talk about the fastest way to lose weight that is healthy. Okay, you can't get around science. The healthy way to release fat from the body, you're looking at 1 to 2 pounds of fat release per week. And that requires healthy, living, healthy eating, portion control, choosing the right foods, living a healthy lifestyle, meal after meal after meal after meal after meal after meal after meal. It's going to take a minimum of 12 weeks of that to see a significant change in your body. So now we have a bit of a dichotomy here, don't we? Because we're talking about fast weight loss, but then I'm saying you really are looking at 1 to 2 pounds per week. Oh, but I want to lose 10 pounds, JoLynn. 10 pounds every week. 10 pounds every week. 10 pounds every week. Well, hey, if you are 600 pounds overweight, you're morbidly obese? Yeah. All right, that's different. But if you are morbidly obese, you need to be under a doctor's care. You got major issues going on, you know? But still, even those people on my 600-pound life, you know what their biggest problem is? It's still their head. It's still their mindset. It's still their unhealthy psychology. That is still the biggest problem. That's why most of them fail. That's why if you watch my 600-pound life, there's a disclaimer, there's a little note right at the beginning of each episode that the people stand a less than 5% chance of success. That's pretty low. And none of them are going to succeed if they do not change their eating habits permanently. But the only way to change your eating habits permanently is you've got to get the right mindset. That's 92.8% of what you are missing. Is any of this making any kind of sense? Because just look at you. Look at how smart and successful you are professionally, maybe even with your relationships. Maybe you have a fantastic marriage, but you feel like crap about yourself and you can't stop eating. And you know exactly what you could be doing to lose weight, but you're not doing it. That right there tells you that you've got a mindset problem because you have everything you need. You know what you could do to lose weight, but you're not doing it. That is the glaring, flashing light that says you have a mindset problem. You need mindset coaching if you want to get these problems solved quickly. If you prefer the long, slow route and you're okay with continuing to struggle with your eating and your weight while you try to pick and choose or trial and error or put things together on your own, and you're okay with taking that route another 5, 10, 20 years, keep doing what you're doing. Coaching is only for those who want the fastest path to success. To raise your level of hope that you can break free of the chains that are holding you back right now from getting to your goal weight with ease and staying there and feeling very, very, very good about yourself again. Search in the JoLynn Braley Show for the phrase real results. Hey, make sure that if you're going to get coaching that you are looking at the results that the coach can help you get. That is all that matters. If the results that the coach that you are looking at hiring don't match what you want for yourself, then find the coach who can help you get the results that you want for your eating behaviors, your weight loss, your peace of mind, your emotional state, your level of self-love, your level of self-healing, all of these transformations that you need to undergo in your inner self to make weight loss struggle-free. So search in the JoLynn Braley Show for those 2 words, real results. Listen to my special sub-series. It's a special 10-part series that I did here in the JoLynn Braley Show, and you can listen to 8 real people who I have coached, hear them talk in their own words about their struggles that they had before we ever met. Hear them talk about how those struggles are for them today, if they're even still present. Did the struggles go away? Is struggle-free weight loss really real? What is the deal? Hear them tell you about it in their own words. Search for those 2 words, real results, and you can listen to my special 10-part series, Real Results from the Inner Self Diet. Raise your level of hope that struggle-free weight loss is possible for you. Okay, so what is the fastest way to lose weight? Considering that you want to be sane, you want to be healthy, you want to, let's get real. You want to get to your goal weight. You want to do it as fast as possible, but you don't want to get cancer. You don't want to cut off a limb, all right? And you don't want to damage your internal organs, your heart, or anything else to get to your goal weight. Okay, so what is the fastest way to lose weight? Get started now. That's it. That's the whole answer. That's the big ball of wax. That is the big secret that I have to share with you here on episode number 349 of the JoLynn Braley Show. Get started now. Stop looking for tricks, schemes, and shenanigans that aren't real. All right? Take action now with your healthy eating plan that you already know works for your body because you've done it before. Stop the drama, stop the excuses, and just get going with it. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy for you. It's not going to be struggle-free. It's probably going to be the hardest thing you've ever done because you don't have the right mindset for it, and there's no way that I can say that you'll even be able to stick with it. So there's a high possibility that you won't listen to what I'm saying and that you won't get in action because you still don't have the right mindset to even get going. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe you can do it. You don't believe that you can finally get all the way to your goal weight. You don't believe that you deserve it. You don't believe you're good enough. You don't believe that you're worth it. You always tell everybody else yes, and so all of your time is gone. And you got to have time to yourself in order to do the things that you need to do to live a healthy lifestyle. So you don't have good boundaries. There's all kinds of different problems that will stand in your way of what should be a simple thing as weight loss. But if you're afraid of what other people are going to think, if you're afraid of upsetting the apple cart in your family, if you're afraid of missing out, if you're afraid of missing out during the holiday season, well, guess what? If you have fears of missing out during the holiday season, I guarantee that you have the same fears the other 10 months of the year, because the holiday season is not the reason that you have problems with your eating and your weight. It's just a magnifier of what's already there. That's all it is. There's a reason why the New Year's resolutions don't work. There's a reason why you're still procrastinating. You're still feeling like you're not motivated. You're still having all these problems, no matter what time of year it is. By the way, I know all of this from personal experience, not just from the experience of my coaching clients. I know how bad it sucks to know what you need to do and you're not doing it. And then you keep sabotaging yourself and you keep getting in your way. And you eat healthy for a couple weeks, but then you just blow it and go, I don't know, buy a half a dozen donuts and eat them all in the car. And you're like, what the hell am I doing to myself? Because I was doing so good. Well, that is an unconscious saboteur, and that is the undertow, which I did a podcast about this. You can search for that word undertow, UNDERTOW, and you'll find that podcast about binge eating and the hidden undertow. That's your unconscious programming. That's all of the stuff that is within you that just like a fish can't see the water it's swimming in, you can't see what is really standing in your way. You can't see your own blind spots. They're too close to your nose because you've lived in it for, how many years? How many years? These problems start in childhood. So if you are 40, how long have you been struggling? Since you were 10? So that's 30 years. That's how old this problem is for you then. It's really easy to figure out how old your food and weight struggles are. You just take your current age, subtract the age that you were when you first started having any kind of problems with overeating, overweight, food obsessions, thinking you were fat, anything like that, and then get the number, and that's how old this problem is for you. That's why no food diet has fixed it. So the fastest way to lose weight, get started immediately. No more waiting until Monday. No more waiting until the first of the month. No more waiting until after whatever. If you're still telling yourself, I'll do it after, that's the number one sign of addiction. That's the addict talking. And what are you addicted to? I don't know, because I don't know who you are. I would only know if I were working with you personally in the inner self diet. Otherwise, I'm just here in my home office recording studio, recording this podcast, talking, But some common addictions, of course, there's the addiction to food, but there are deeper and bigger addictions than that. The addiction to the comfort zone, the addiction to the struggle, the addiction to hating yourself, the addiction to complaining. There's all kinds of addictions that will stand in your way of getting out of your comfort zone and taking action to get that weight off and keep it off. So this is a complex problem. This is why there are millions of food diets out there, and some of them are healthy, some of them are really good, but there's still an obesity epidemic. It's because the biggest piece of this problem is in between your ears, and whatever is going on in between your ears is creating your emotional state. And whatever your emotional state is, now your behaviors are going to flow out of that, and your behaviors are going to give you the results that you have with your weight. See, what everybody's trying to do is they're just trying to go right to the weight and just change that. How do you do that if you're not changing your behaviors in the proper way? And how do you change your behaviors in the proper way if you feel like crap about yourself and then you're not changing your negative self-talk? That's just a really basic way to explain it, but does that make sense at all? The fastest way to lose weight? Get started right now. Stop saying tomorrow. Do it now. Because you're wasting time, right? The next 7 days, you could drop 1 to 2 pounds. 7 days after that, another 1 to 2 pounds. The time's going to go by anyway, but if you're not taking action to live a healthy lifestyle, then you're not going to have the results you want 6 months from now. 6 months from now, that's 6 months. Let's say that you were to drop 8 pounds a month. 6 times 8 is 48. Do you want to be 48 pounds lighter 6 months from now? Or do you want to keep investing your time in looking for more fast fat loss solutions that will never get you permanent weight loss? They don't do anything to change your mindset. And then all the time that's going by in the meantime, you're still delaying, but you're still overeating, emotional eating, binge eating. Again, hey, I've been there. I've done all this. I've used all the excuses. I'm probably like the worst example in the world for all the mistakes you could make. But I think that this makes me a better coach for my clients because I'm not just some skinny girl who's never had a weight problem trying to coach people out of their problems, So my coaching clients appreciate that I understand and that I know how bad it is to be stuck in the muck. And I have the solution to get them unstuck. It's my proven step-by-step system, the Inner Self Diet. Now, I said in the beginning of today's podcast, just listen to the content piece. You don't even have to listen to any more of this podcast if you're happy where you are. If you really don't want to take action to do anything new, if you don't want to leave your comfort zone, if you think that you can somehow stay in your comfort zone right now and get new magical results, stop listening. I've got a whole bunch of other podcasts out there you are more than welcome to listen to, and you can go do that now. All right? That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Now, for you who's still listening, are you serious about taking real action, solid action, to get new, bold, different results? How badly do you want to break the chains that are holding you back? How badly do you want to feel awesome about yourself and start making real, solid progress with your weight? Does it make sense to you that you need help to do all of this? Because the biggest thing that you need help with is changing your mindset. That is your biggest problem. Does that make sense? Does it make sense to you that the fastest way to get results is you get with the right coach who has the right steps that can lead you out of the stuckness, the struggle, the place that you're in right now? All right? That's what I do with my awesome coaching clients. What you got to do, though, to find out if I can even help you, because I don't know if I can help you. I can't sit here on this free weight loss podcast and say, oh, I know I can help you. How can I do that? I have no idea who you are. None. So what you need to do is go over to www.10minuteweightlosscall.com. 10minuteweightlosscall.com. Sign up, apply for a short call with me. Let's find out if or how I can help you personally. Okay? Otherwise, all you can do is listen to my podcasts. I'm not helping you. I'm not getting you real results. The only way to get the real results that my coaching clients get, that you can listen to in that 10-part sub-series, Real Results from the Inner Self Diet, that's here in the JoLynn Braley Show. So you could search in the JoLynn Braley Show for those two words, Real Results. The only way you can get those results is to actually work with me, and I do that over the phone. But we can't even find out if it would work out unless we first get on the phone so I can find out what is going on with you. Where are you at? Where do you want to go? What are you willing to do to get there? Does that make sense? Go over to 10minuteweightlosscall.com to get started now. I am JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach, founder of the Inner Self Diet, the diet that is required for your mind, the diet that actually works, the diet that works every time as long as you do it. You can't just listen to me talk about it and expect some kind of change. How does that work? You got to actually take action. Your first action step is over at 10minuteweightlosscall.com. I wish you your best life living inside of your ideal body. Yay!